Hey guys, what's up? WrestleRyan521 here, bringing back another LEGO Star Wars set review for you. And today I have set 75133 called the Rebel Alliance Battle Pack. 101 pieces, recommended ages 6 to 12, and retails for $13. And as you guys know, I'm not the biggest fan of the new Star Wars Battlefront game. I think it's a great game, and it's the graphics and everything are awesome. The gameplay is great. It just doesn't have a lot to offer. And I'm not one of the people that goes around saying how much it sucks. I think it's a decent game, but it's definitely not even close to coming on par with like Battlefront 2 and, you know, the original two Battlefront games. You know, with Battlefront 2 being my favorite video game of all time. But I still had to get this set just because, same with the rival one, the Imperial Battle Pack, just because, I mean, you get some awesome original trilogy style characters, which I really like. So let's waste no time, let's get started with the box right away. As you can see, it looks like they're on Tatooine or Jakku, probably Tatooine because it's an original trilogy set. You see, I really like the speeder bike in this set too, I think it's really cool. Nice detailing with Kylo Ren on the top here, you guys know I love that. And then we get some like blueprint layouts of the speeder bike, all the weapons included, and then just different things to do with your characters, how to display them. The extra pieces are nothing noteworthy except for you get some binoculars, you get a little spigot piece, and then you do get this really nice printed backpack brick that you can use if you have an extra jetpack piece of, you know, the two jetpacks that come in this set. I also did forget to mention that this set does come with a few extra red studs for your figure's stud shooters, so there we go. So, our first minifigure, I'm just going to call these guys Rebels. It says, you know, Rebel Trooper right on the box. I'm assuming that's what these guys all are. I'm just going to call them that. I don't think they have any specific titles. But, cool printing. Really, really nice. I like how they put it all on the legs. You know, they even continue it onto the belt area. Just, they really went all out with this. You get the same kind of generic face, but it's kind of nice to get this face. You know, it's pretty useful for a lot of things. Nice back printing with like a little hood, and no double-sided head printing, but he does have the classic like Rebel Trooper mask, the classic like Rebel Trooper helmet, the one that you see in like the Hoth sets. I never get why they put pegs down here. I mean, is anybody really displaying their figures with the goggles like this? I mean, that looks ridiculous. Who's displaying their figures like that? They only look cool if they're like on like the top right here, like they have them folded up. I just think they look ridiculous, you know, down one peg. It just looks weird. Next we have a Rebel Trooper who's kind of like Greedo species. Used to know the name of the species, but I'm not so in tune with my Star Wars knowledge anymore, so I do not remember. He's pretty cool, really cool torso printing. I like it. It's probably my favorite. They give you two different torso printings in the set, or two different like combinations of torso and leg printing, and this one is probably my favorite. So, and you can see he's got the really cool face. Like I said, you can use that for Greedo if you want, because it's the same species. There's the back printing, and then of course he does get a stud shooter, as all the figures do in the set. Except this guy's is on the speeder bike, that's why he's not holding it. Next up, we get our first jetpack trooper. It was really nice. You guys saw the same leg printing as the first guy, and then the backpack, or I mean the same torso printing as the second guy I showed you. So it's kind of like a combination of the two. That's how it tells you to do it in the instructions. So I like how the pockets, even though it's two different torsos, they made sure that the pockets kind of line up with the legs, with the leg printing each time. You know, I think that's nice. Once again, he gets a blaster. He gets this pretty cool looking head. I like this helmet too, very reminiscent of like Return of the Jedi Rebel helmets. And he's got the really nice backpack, which, as you know, these two pieces go on, and then here's the printed piece I was telling you about, you get an extra of. So that's just a really cool. And actually, you know, I'm actually not even going to show you I'm going to take it off to show you the back printing, because you guys saw it on the previous figure. It's the same back printing, so very nice figure. And then finally we get probably my favorite guy, just because I love his face. I think it's really cool. It's like a cool, I believe the guy's name is like, I believe the name of the species is like Duros or something like that. I always remember that because of Cad Bane. I remember Cad Bane used to be one of my favorite characters, and I used to know his species was Duros, and it looks like this guy is the same species. So it was back when I was a nerd, really nerdy about Star Wars stuff back in the day, and I kind of, some of that knowledge stuck with me. Once again, stud shooter, a different torso and leg combination there. Really cool face printing, as I said, I love that. Probably my favorite of the set. Then of course the backpack again, which is the same as the last one. Really like this piece. I think it's really, I really wish they, I like how it looks kind of cartoony, you know, kind of big. It's still cool though, and I hope they put this in more battle packs, because I just think it looks really neat. Then as for our speeder bike, we take a look at it right here. It's pretty cool. We get, you know, it's really long, nice and long. You can see we've got these little, I don't even know what these are, just shield pieces, or not, like, you know, like something, like if it's something is in their way, kind of, it looks like these, like, you know, push it out of the way. Like if there's a bush in their way, it looks like this kind of like pushes it out of the way. I don't know really what they're for. I didn't design the vehicle, but you know what I mean. I hope this is focusing. Let's get some nice pieces all around. Some nice grill bricks right here. Get a nice area to put a character to shoot in the back. I'll put the figures in here in a sec. Got a spot for 2 figures. We get a stud shooter on this side, which is nice. I kind of just like did a little, kind of like spun around the table, like kind of like did like this kind of thing, and then ended up back at the with my pile of other sets. So it was just a really cool looking speeder bike. I really like this thing, even though it's a little oversized. I love the use of these engine pieces, and then these little fins right here. So if we just take our first Rebel guy, we put him right here. He fits comfortably in there. You can shoot. And then looks like, oh, it looks like it has this guy on the box. We're just gonna stick with what the box says. That way, I'm gonna take it off screen just for a sec here, so I can get his hand in there correctly. Then you can move this one down, so that way you can have him still holding the blaster, or you can take the blaster out and have him holding both of the handlebars, or whatever you want to call them. And then yeah. And that way you can have your 2 jetpack troopers launch into battle while these guys are on the speeder bike. And then yeah, I realize you can't see what I'm doing. You can have the 2 jetpack guys launch into battle on their jetpacks, and then you can have the 2 speeder bike guys riding in on the bike. So really, really cool battle pack. You know, as you know, I'm all about collecting Rebels and Empire troopers, and is this one of my favorite of the 2? You guys know I'm huge into Empire stuff, and I feel like the figures in the other one are better. The way I see it is the figures in the Imperial Battle Pack are better, but I think the set, like the actual speeder bike build for this one, is a better build. So, you know, each one you know has something I prefer about it. So, really cool set. Let me know what you guys think of it down in the comments, and I will see you later.